Okay, so I have this idea, but I'm not sure if it's going to work. So while we wait for Double Me to be built, I figured I still need to put out a video, show how I think through things. So I came out with this kind of concept that would be a social. When I first started, it was just a way for me to share my own highlights from Readwise. But then I started going through Readwise API, and I started to kind of look through and just kind of go, okay. Um, so I got to figure out if I can actually build it. I don't know if I can. First, I need to figure out how to get. Oh, okay. Okay. So I need to log in first. Um, I'm going to pull this down real quick because I don't want y'all to see this. Oh, okay. Still need our access token. And then, so does that mean I don't actually need? This is going to be interesting because now I got to figure out if that's how they give their access tokens, then okay, well, we're to find out if we can actually do what I'm hoping we can do. All right, so I figured out what the access token is. And now I got to read this a little bit. So set a header with key authorization value token. Mm-hmm. Okay. So we probably have to have people go and get their access token. Interesting. Okay. So we'll probably need to make sure that people get that. So probably in the profiles, we'll add that. So we'll probably do profile. We'll probably do profile v1. So we'll probably have them. So we'll probably have them. So this is our gym prompt framework, by the way. So I'll probably just do that. Framework doc. Okay. Okay. So when the user clicks on the profile, they are taken profile item in the menu. They are taken to the profile page. On the profile page, they have the ability to select username. Only one user can have the only can have username. If someone inputs a username that is already taken, they are given a short notice of this username is already taken. Please try another one. Okay. Need to know that they will be able to. They also, underneath the area to select a username, it needs to be stated that they will not be able to change username at a later date. Their username is a field to input their access token to readwise. This is how we'll be able to pull their highlights. Next to underneath the field title to input their readwise token. Okay, I'll say curator. So there should be a button at the bottom of the profile that will allow them to become a curator. The button should say to become a curator and get paid. A paid curator. They click there. They've used readwise before. Yes. No field. They should also place need to give us their email address so that we can follow up. So we're not going to make this open, actually. We're gonna actually do this. Process to become a curator. All right, we're actually gonna do it this way. We're not gonna open up the ability to be a curator because they have to be a Readwise member first. And so that allows us to curate the curators, actually, and also make it so that they know that they have to have a Readwise subscription first. And so that'll help us out for the user experience side. It won't feel like we're exclusive, or it might feel a little exclusive at first, but it also allows us to do some Readwise stuff. And also that might mean that we can do a deal with Readwise later to give discounts. Later feature will be in the product. For now, it will be manual. All right, cool. All right, so now we're gonna build so let's lower that. Manual process accepting curators. All right, because this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna ask them okay. Essentially, they would be giving it to us. API pull requests. Did not know what that was a couple weeks ago. Pull their highlights from it with API pull requests. I think they limit it. All right. Yeah, we're gonna mess around with this for a little bit. Oops. Okay, so essentially we need it so that Okay, so this will have to be curator profile v1. Okay, I think kind of visualizing what it'll look like. So this will actually have when a user. Okay, so up here you need to have actually a different choice for a curator. So essentially, like an application that will serve as a Goodreads for article reading and social learning. Okay, so we're gonna have to do something a little interesting here because I have no clue what the brand design is gonna be. So let's come to that later. Let's come to that later. Let's continue working on this GPF doc. Okay. We're at on time. Oh, just 16 minutes? All right. We're moving kind of fast then. I've always liked the idea of like members only club. So that's why I love that it's highlights only. I think that's just like, I think it can be cool. I think we do a lot of stuff brand wise on that and design wise. So I think that's cool. But I could serve as a Goodreads for article readers of likes. We will have the ability for people to add. It will be centered. It will have two ways to experience the application. One as a learner and the other as a curator. Not all learners will be curators, but all curators will have access to the learner side of the application. The application needs to have an obvious way of switching back and forth between being a learner and being a curator. I don't know how we're gonna do that from a UI standpoint, but it needs to be like really dope. So the pages for the learner app, the pages for the curator app are All right. Great. Sharing earnings profile. Probably discover. No. Hold on, I gotta ask ChatGPT. Sorry to type it in there. Okay. Okay, I want there to be a feed for users who are subscribe to various curators on the highlights only, but I don't want it to be called feed or digest. Sorry, I know it's probably loud in the mic. Two more. I like that. Reels. Pulse. I know, but they already have like Instagram Reels. All right, what's the one for? Nah, I like. Ooh, Paper Trail is dope though. Paper Trail or Highlight Reel. I like Highlight Reel. We're gonna do Highlight Reel. I think that's cool because this is called Curate. So this is gonna be called. Yes, reading experience. Subscribing to a curator. So it needs to be something that's like it'll be is it reverse chronological? Reverse chronological. Your reverse chronological. This tab learners when learners land on this page, they see the highlights that they see the now I think the reading experience should be better, because what I don't like is like what do we want to save? Call the area that is the area where the saved highlight reels are captured and remain. I think I want to be it so that like once it's gone, it's gone. Because I think sometimes when you are reading something, especially like an application where it's a feed, like they should disappear, because there's always going to be more highlights. And then hopefully they'll encourage, if there aren't, then that encourages you to follow more people, more curators. Library, stacks. Really like rewind, like a lot, but I don't at the same time. So maybe archive, nah. Memory bank, nah. Repository. It needs to stand on its own. So catalog, chronicle, catalog, almanac, index. Chest, recall, clipbook. Clipbook. I like clipbook. Let's do that. Let's be original, dude. What's that? A 3, 2. Book. That's a 3. Clipbook V1. When learners land on this page, they see the highlights from the curators that they are subscribed to. Discovery. Sorry. Discovery V1. Training. So on the discovery page, users can see which curators have the most followers, which curators have had the biggest uptick in followers over the previous 7 days. This will be called This will be called the leaderboard area. This will be called the trending area. There will be a place where they can look through tags, which highlights they may find interesting. Here they can search for various tags and topics. Highlights from the previous 72 hours will show up. 24 hours will show up. Okay. All right. Let's take a break for a second. And then we'll come back and see where we land.